My name is Dr. Tim Reichman, and I started my first practice in 1985 in rural Kansas with my wife, Dr. Grace. I was having right hip pain for over 10 years, at least 10 years, like a mild bursitis. But every time I would sleep on my right side, I would wake up real achy. And recently, the pain started waking me up in the middle of the night. So it was very problematic. And I'm a very active guy. I've got to be to keep up with my youngsters, my students. So I put the X39 patch and just one more patch on my right hip. And in 3 days, I kid you not, my hip pain was gone. It's remained gone. And I'm just thanking God, especially for putting all this information into David's head and for him to really discover and keep discovering these patches. So I'm really excited about it.
I was in a car accident, 4 years treating with two different chiropractors, two different neurologists, a neurosurgeon, three different times of going in for injections, PT, physical therapy, the whole 9 yards. Nothing was working. It was only getting worse. And I put the X39 on, and about 7 or 8 days, I noticed it was like 85% better. By the end of 28 to 30 days, it was 99.9% better. The only issue I still have is a little sciatica going down my right leg. No pain in the back or neck at all anymore. And that, I'm working on the sciatic, and I tried different exercises and this and that. And I finally found I put an extra X39 on my lower back and a neon patch just below where the pain is in the sciatica and in the leg. Now that's gone.
26 months ago. Now, in the first 7 to 10 days, I did notice my energy level doubled. But that isn't saying much because I was very tired all the time, very tired. So within 6 to 7 weeks, my sleep patterns changed. I could not sleep. I would sleep an hour, be up for 2, sleep an hour, be up for 1, sleep a half hour, be up for 2. And this has been going on since I was a teenager, and I've literally had to take a nap every day to get through the rest of the day. But somewhere around the 6 to 7 week mark, my sleep started like yours. I was sleeping 6 to 6.5 hours straight through. It was wonderful because now my energy level was really good all the time. So in fact, I now can go after almost 47, 48 years of taking a nap. I don't need a nap anymore, which it's, and I'm 72. So that truly is amazing. And then I've had prostate cancer for about 14 years. And for 12 of those 14 years, I've had to take a little red pill, I think it's called Rapaflow, to be able to urinate. If I don't take that pill, I literally cannot urinate at all. And in 12 years, I only missed 2 mornings. I forgot. And by noon, I couldn't urinate. So very scary. And about 3.5 months in, I noticed my flow got very strong. And I thought, geez, what if I stop taking this? Wonder what'll happen. I was scared, but I thought I'm going to try it. And guys, I have never had to take another pill since. I'm back to where I was when I was in my 30s. This is just unbelievable stuff. And the reason I can't give you definite dates is because I never expected any of this to happen. I honestly didn't. The next thing that happened was my brain fog went away. And I've had brain fog for a few years now where I walk into a room, didn't know why I walked in there, or I just couldn't get my thoughts together. And that is all gone. So I actually can carry on a conversation now. So then about 6 months in, I have had 7 foot surgeries and 5 knee surgeries, guys. I literally have been in pain since 1973. Pain so severe in my feet that when I would sleep, I would have to dangle my feet over the end of the bed. If my feet touched the bed, the pain was too severe for me to be able to fall asleep. And so I've had, in every operation, 7 on my feet, Within a year, all the pain always came back. It was primarily plantar fasciitis for those who want to know. But my doctors, two of them, both said they've never seen feet as bad as mine. So I got that going for me. So anyway, the other aspect with the knees, I had one knee replacement and the other knee was scheduled for replacement. And in that about 7th month, all of a sudden, all of the pain, all of the stiffness, all the swelling was gone everywhere in my body. Because at the 6th month, I'm thinking it's just not going to help. And in the 7th month, it took 7 full months, but all of it's gone. It has never come back, and that has been 19 months ago. And now I have not had one pain. I'm actually playing basketball again at the age of 72, which I could barely walk up my stairs is 15 years ago. I had to pull myself up and be careful going down the stairs. About 21 or 22 months in, guys, I was a mailman for 20 years in Florida in the sunshine when you had to actually walk for 5.5 hours to deliver your route. And being a man, I was too stupid or too macho to wear suntan lotion, and I had red hair and fair skin. What that led to was cancer-like scabs all over the backs of my arms, my hands, and my fingers on both arms. And my doctor told me, you've got to have that burned off because it won't be good if you don't. So they burned all the scabs off. Guys, that was the most painful thing I've ever dealt with in my life. And within 1 year, all the scabs grew back. And I had to have it all burned off again. And honestly, they all grew back again. And I didn't want to go through that pain again. And so I didn't have them burned off a third time. And about 21 or 22 months in, I'm not sure where it was, I got out of the shower, was drying off, and I realized all of my scabs were gone. They're all gone except one. I have one left out of hundreds. It's right by my watch, and I think the watch irritates it. So anyway, that truly is miraculous. It took almost 22 months for those to go away. But that just tells me this thing is working continuously. So I'm kind of opposite of Dr. Tim. Everything took me a long time, relatively speaking, but I don't care because I feel so doggone good. So anyway, that's what happened to me.
So Bob, somebody is asking about your tooth infection.
Oh, yes, I forgot about my tooth infection. I had a problem with my tooth, and it was so severe I could barely touch my the outside of my mouth. It was, and I forget about it because it just didn't matter to me, and at first, and then it got really, really severe, and I didn't really want to go to the doctor and spend tons of money, so I put a patch directly on my chin where that tooth pain was. Within 3 days, it was completely gone. Within the first 10 days, I got results. She got results to a degree. And Amy said, Bob, if we don't share this with others, it's criminal. And that has been our attitude since that point. Sorry.
No,
We've helped a lot of people. And we get phone calls with people in tears, just like I am, crying, thanking us for sharing with them.
I've been in pain most of my life. My first surgery was a broken knee joint at 16. I've had 3 heart surgeries, back surgery, 3 knee surgeries, 3 total foot reconstructive surgeries. I have osteoarthritis. I have severe psoriatic arthritis since I was in my early 20s. I was losing hope for my future because when you're in that pain, and as I get older, my pain gets worse with my type of arthritis. So
just mention he's had 7 broken ribs in 2 years. So the man knows pain. He is, on most days, I would just say, honey, how are your eyelashes or your earlobes? Because I know that would be the only place probably not hurting on him.
Yeah, that's true. But there's people with worse than I am, but I have a lot of problems. I've had severe back pain for a long time as well. So when I put the first patch on, that day the problem was my neck. For several years, I haven't been able to look straight up because it hurts too much. I got degenerative discs there as well. And my neck, I could only turn to the right or left, maybe a 7, and looking up would always be a 10. I put the patch on and I could look left and right instantly, no pain. I could look straight up like this, no pain, and I still can't. It amazed me, but my arthritis pain is so severe that if I wasn't on the Enbrel medications, which is what has given me the brittle bones, thank you pharmaceuticals, I'd be in a wheelchair in 3 months probably. And so I've noticed I've been on the patch straight for 6 days now. That's it. My arthritis pain is down probably 40%. My back pain, I don't have any. Normally when I got out of bed, I can't move. It's hard to get my feet going, and to sit down and try and put shoes on is like you're sticking knives in my back. That first day, I just got out of bed, and later on in the day, I just realized I don't have any back pain. I got out of bed, no problem, and I have not had any back pain since I put on the patch. I sleep better. Mental clarity is better. I have more energy than I've had in 20 years.
Almost too much. I told him I was going to cut his patches back, or I need to double patch to keep up with him.
And it's changed my life, and it's given me hope where I was losing hope. It makes a difference. These patches are a miracle.